It's a beautiful day out, man. Why not work on the car? So listen, I got this little issue going on right now. This moisture in this light has been like this for, I want to say, like at least 7-8 months, and basically what I'm just about to attempt to do is remove it, put it in the oven, get it heated, open it up, and wipe all the moisture down, hopefully seal it back up, close. And I don't know why moisture started getting in there in the first place. For those who don't know, I'm going back to stock too, so I'm ripping out all the HID lights, the cold air intake. I think this is the only thing that's going to stay on the car, and the rims. Spoiler is coming off as well, and these rear pieces behind the tire. Hopefully you can see those. Whoever wants them, pretty much I'm gonna just sell them out pretty dirt cheap. Make sure y'all go follow me, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I really don't do Snapchat too much, but I post a little bit here and there before I'm doing things. So all right, let's get to this real quick, y'all. So the first thing you got to do is, there was a bracket right here. It's just 2 screws, 1, 2. You got to get those off. I think they 10 millimeter. I took these off weeks ago, and I just left the bracket in the car. So it's just these 2 bolts. And then there's that black plastic plate that goes on top of this. It's just these screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just a couple of those screws. You just pop that and it comes right off, which is easy. But this is the complicated part, this light, because you got to get everything unplugged, and then you got to make sure you got every bolt off in order to pull it out. So, and I don't know if it's like snapped in snug or what, so let me attempt to do this. Let's get it, y'all. So for some odd reason, I don't know why my audio on a GoPro works for certain clips and some clips it don't, but anyway, so here's another bolt that you have to get off in order to remove the headlight out. You do also need to get underneath the fender. I'm going to show you guys right now. There's 3 bolts you need to remove from the fender. Here is 1. You got 2 and 3. You'll be able to pull the fender out a little bit and remove the bumper. Now the bumper is a little tricky, and it's not tricky, it's kind of easy. It took me a while to understand how to do it, but you have to put a flathead in between the bumper. There's a plastic piece between the top bumper and bottom bumper. You just have to push down on it, which I'm going to show you here. Push down on it, and you can pull the bumper and it'll come loose. Once you get the bumper loose, you should be able to just pry the whole front off. Just pry it out. You gotta kind of tug and pull a little bit on it. Also, there is one more bolt you have to get on the side of the. Once you pull that piece of the bumper aside, there's 3 bolts you need to get to. It's just the far left one. The other 2 are fine. You have to get the far left one. The other 2 should be painted. 1 should not be painted. The one that's not painted is the one you need to remove. Unscrew that one, and then from there you should just be able to wiggle and maneuver the headlight assembly and pull it right out. So at this point in the video, I'm kind of talking to myself because there's no audio coming through. I don't understand why it's doing this, but here's the headlight unit. Got it all out. The only other part you need to do is I'm going to show you here. You need to remove these screws once you get the assembly pulled apart. There's a couple screws you need to take out, so that you can pull the actual electrical unit part out of it and clean just the plastic part of it. And that's pretty much it, man. Hopefully the rest of the video is good enough for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get back to the video. One thing I did want to tell you was you do have to take this little bottom piece off. It's 5 screws. I didn't put all the screws back in, but you do got to take this off before you put it in the oven so that you can pull it apart. So put it on bake, 220. So it's on 220. We'll just let it preheat and then we'll come back. All right, so I was able to get it apart. Wasn't too bad. You do gotta do some a lot of pulling with the glue and stuff. So this is the part we're worried about. We're gonna just get in there and clean all of this out. There's salt, there's dirt, there's all type of stuff in there. I mean, once you get it warmed up, it's really easy. All you do is put the knife in between the edges and start prying apart, and then you could just pull it apart eventually. But look at this, all this dirt, nasty salt and water. Just be careful where you're prying at, because there is like computer chips and stuff in here. I kind of bent this one on this side, but just be careful. Other than that, man, it's actually not that bad. It's kind of scary when I had it in the oven. I didn't know what I was gonna run into, but it's not that bad. But I'm gonna just pop this out, clean it all out. Gotta get in there and get all that extra dirt and water out. But let's do that real quick, and then we'll pop it back together, pop it back in the headlight, and we done for the day, man. Y'all as possibly can. Look, y'all see there's no moisture in there now. I don't know how I literally took this fully apart. Pisses me off. Just took this fully apart. I don't know how there's dirt right there. Like, I literally just took it all apart, cleaned everything, even this. So, I don't know. So, I got it all in. I'm super pissed, man. So, this is not a good day. So, I'm gonna end up having to take this out again, because when you take this apart, there's a wire that's connected, and you have to unconnect it in order for you to split the lens and the actual assembly apart, right? And of course, I did not plug it back in before I sealed it, so therefore this little LED light is not gonna work until I plug that back up. So kind of pissed about that, but it's all right. I'll just do it another day. I'm definitely not about to retake that out, reheat it, unseal it, and then seal it back together and put it back in. That was too much time. It is clean. I'm glad it's at least you can see it. That water was getting on my nerves. Man, I'm out, man. Listen, this was so much time, and I'm so pissed that I forgot to put that wire back together. So listen, I'm gonna see you on the next video. I'm out, man. Peace. Great.